Hi, this is Renee. I'm back today to do a couple more elephants from that school time elephant file from Marjorie Ann Designs. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully, maybe it won't take as long as yesterday. Yesterday just turned out to be an hour and 23 minutes. And so I got all the accessories put together today, so we don't have to worry about putting them together. And I went ahead and inked all of the little bitty toe pieces. So hopefully that will save a little bit of time for us, for me. I hope everybody's doing good. We just had our first severe weather watch out this morning, but it's expired now, so getting to be that time of the year where you never know from one day to the next what the weather's going to be like. And now, if you're new to the channel, I kind of do my inking just a little bit different. I'm using Catherine Puller's dye ink, and the shade is called Hoodie, and it's pretty dark, but then it lightens up. And this is the one I did yesterday, and it lightens up really nice, and I like how the color turns out. And the way that I do my inking is I like to get the edge dark, and I'm just going to put a little ink right there on that little corner. And then I like to, with a lot lighter touch, and make sure that your dauber, whether it be a finger dauber or a sponge dauber like this, is pretty dry. Then I just go and pull some of the ink color onto the paper piece, so I don't leave it all just at the very edge. And so I tried to blend it in, and the edge does get darker, but you're pulling color into the middle of it. And I just think that you see your piece, it has more, I don't know, more ink color rather than just having ink around the edge. And just bring in a little bit of color. So kind of hold the sponge dauber perpendicular to the paper piece, and then I get the edge pretty dark, and then I turn it flat, the paper piece flat, and then hold the sponge dauber perpendicular still to the paper piece, and with a lot lighter touch, then pull in some color into the piece. And I'll kind of show you what it would normally look like if I just inked it the way I used to. And see, that one has a lot more color on it, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot better. And you don't have to ink it that way. That's just a different technique that you can try if you would like. And I use Catherine Puller's dye inks. They are not archival inks. So if you would like to use archival inks, you can still do the same technique with those or with chalk inks. you know, whatever choice of ink is fine to use. And inking does take time. I don't think it's anything that you can hurry through. Which is probably another reason why my videos are long. And if you get too far in and put too much on, you know, carry it in too far, that's really not a problem. I need a whole lot up here because it's gonna be underneath his body. And it's better to have a drier sponge when you do this type of thing. Sorry about the noise of my watch. Do you guys like to listen to music or watch TV? What do you like to do when you're paper piecing or scrapbooking? Me, I like to either watch YouTube or listen to music. And I'm a big 80s and 90s fan. And I have a library on my computer that I think I have over 5,000 songs to choose from. And of course I have my favorites. And I listen, I think like I said on my other video, Steve Perry and Journey is my favorite 80s rock group. And I just love to listen to them. So I listen to a lot of that while I'm down here scrapbooking and paper piecing. Last gray piece. My husband and I like to, if we go on a long trip, turn it to one of our favorite 80s music stations, and then we turn off the screen, and then when the music play and when the songs come on, see who can guess who the artist is that sings the song. Pretty lame, but it's fun to do. Now, if you're new to the channel, I put my sponge daubers in these little containers and I label them with the color. And you can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and they come in a container like this. And I just label each one with the color, and then I had to go back in, and because I had so many, I had to label, I had to categorize them in colors. So like these are the blues and dark browns are in that one. But that way I only use that sponge dauber for that color of ink. And they fit right in there. And they stay, I think they stay better. And this is called Be Mine from Catherine Puller. And this one is pretty dark. So, you know, go ahead if you have a glass mat, you can sponge off some of the excess, and then just go around and pull some of that pink in here. And you're not going to have a lot of pink here, Sean, because that will be covered up with part of the ear. And for those of you that follow me, I had talked about going to the diabetes doctor, and I've had diabetes now for 20 years, and I used to be on up to 6 injections of insulin a day, and I've lost a lot of weight, and now at the last time I went to see the doctor, she took me off of all of the injectables, except I take Trulicity just once a week, and then metformin are the only two things that I'm on for my diabetes. And it is really going good. My blood sugars are just amazing, and I'm going to be excited to see what my A1C is the next time I go see her. Because the last one was like 6.3, which is like pre-diabetic. And I would love to see if I could get my A1C down to under 6. And I hope they're just minimal side effects from the Trulicity. I am having some trouble eating, and I hope that's not from the Trulicity. Or if it is, it's something, you know, that I just got to get used. My body's just got to get used to it. When you do these, you can, if you would want, you could use a pom-pom in those. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. That means that no deterioration, continued deterioration of my kidney function either. Also, no continued deterioration, because I already have neuropathy in my feet. So hopefully having these good blood sugars will keep it from progressing any further than what it already is. Because I still have feeling down there. It's just not as good as it could be. And sometimes I get sharp, fiery pains down in my toes. That I don't like. But that's what comes with diabetes. Okay, I think we're good here. And now we can start putting these little guys together. I'm going to use art glitter glue. And like I've said before many times, I don't use the base, but you can certainly use the base if you want. I have just never I never used them from the beginning. And so, you know, I just never did it. And for me, you know, it gives you the ability to kind of change their position when you don't use the base. So like you could tilt their head, you know, or move their arm maybe in a little bit different position than what the base would be. And that, you know, that's one reason why I wouldn't use the base. But, you know, if you feel more comfortable using the base, then, whoops, well, by all means, use the base. You can put your ears, you know, higher or lower, really however you want them to be. This little guy, long legs. Whoops. Didn't mean to put that on that side. Then these little eyes match up. So much glue on that nose. Okay. This little guy. Has a pencil. do some more of these little ones. Maybe I didn't make enough. I have this little spiral notebook. Just gonna kind of tuck her under his legs. Kind of. This is really a giant pencil. Okay. And there he is. I'll make a mess here. Now let's do the other one real quick. Whoops. We went to a green and blue celebration the other day for Live On, Nebraska. It was for organ, to celebrate organ donation, and it was for organ donor families and for donor recipients, and we had a really nice time. There are a lot of things there for kids to do, and quite a few people attended. And it's nice that they try to keep you in, in the community. And it's been over a year since Cody passed away. And I still have hard days. I mean, I think I always will. But I might be to the place in my life where I might be able to I guess wanna talk or send a letter to the people who are recipients, who the recipients of his organs were, and send them a letter of what kind of person that he was, so they know a little bit about the kind of person whose organs that they received. I really hadn't been ready. I don't know if I'm ready to talk to the donor recipients, but sending a letter, I really don't have to talk to anybody, and but I think I might be ready to do that, because they should know what a wonderful human being he was, and how he touched the lives of so many people, and when he worked overseas and did so much volunteer work over there, and he just changed so many lives over there, and I think they should know what a humanitarian kind of person that he was. So I think I'm ready to share that with them. Oh. he did his postgraduate schoolwork at the University of Lincoln, or the University of Nebraska in Kearney. And he had a lot to do with their Japanese program. He spent a year in Japan studying. He got to go there for a year to study Japanese. And so he really loved Japan. It was one of his favorite places. I think that really, I don't know, really got him I don't know how to say it, but he liked that type of culture. And I only have one pink toenail. I'm gonna have to get some more, but I'll do those off camera. So when he did his graduate studies, he went to Australia, is where he did his graduate studies. And there's a whole bunch more. I still don't have enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and do their eyes. But it was during his graduate studies that's what introduced him to a lot of nonprofit work. They worked in the summer at I'm gonna do my eyelashes long, short, long, short. I'm gonna do them straight. I can't talk and draw eyelashes at the same time. And then I will use the a Tombow Mono drawing pen, and it's an 03. And I'll use it to outline the lashes. And then I take black, or it's neutral gray, very dark pan pastel chalk, and I'll go around the eyelashes with this. And I start at the bottom, and I use a little micro brush. And I got it from scrapbook.com, but they don't carry it anymore. And so I found someone on Etsy that had some. So you kind of have to look around for them. And I just start at the bottom and go around, because you want it thicker at the bottom and thinner towards the top. And do this side the same way. And if you get anywhere you don't want it, I have this little Tombow Mono Zero eraser. It's a white eraser. And all you have to do is just go in and erase that little part that you didn't like. Don't try to wipe it away, because especially the black smears really, really bad. So just start at the bottom. Like I said, if you get it where you don't want it, and just kind of erase it there. And if you decide to invest in pan pastels, you only need to buy like one of the color, because they last forever. I've had that one for like probably going on 3 years, and you can tell that it doesn't even look like, I mean, this one too, except all the crumbles in it. So then I take the magenta, and I do this. You don't have to do this, but I like the extra color around the eyes. And I take the magenta and I go back over the black. the magenta. And I blow it away. And I just like the color that it adds to their eyes. Is all. I've been accused of being a copycat, you know, but I just have a hard time believing it because I don't see people do this, you know. Do all these steps that I do. And we'll give them some blush. And I use the magenta to put just a little bit on her nose. You know, we may use the same products, but I think our style and everything else is way different. And I'm going to use this Signa Uniroller ball. And I used to use these a long time ago. I switched to jelly roll pens. I did not like jelly rolls, so I switched back to these type of pens. And these work really great. You just don't press down very hard with them. this is a gray, dark gray, General Soul pastel chalk pencil. I got a set of them off of Amazon. And okay, and then I take the titanium white pan pastels and to do just a little bit of blending, or highlighting, I should say. And I use this blender brush. And I like to highlight right here on the side of the eyes. I try to stay away from the magenta, but I don't always. And they're just a little down between the eyes. And then I'll do this one. Down right in the middle. Okay, and then I have this little brush stick, Imagine, and it's got a little pencil tip. And I just take a little drop onto each eye, and then just make a circle. And there's our little guys. And then I like to just put some glaze on their eyes. And it's a diamond glaze, water-based dimensional adhesive. And too much on one side. Just the shadow. Okay. So here's our 2 elephants. Little accessories. And I hope that you like what you see. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you hit that bell, or if you like the video, hit that like button. And if you hit the bell, then that means that you'll be notified anytime that I have a new video. And I just want to thank everybody. And I'll be back tomorrow with the last set of elephants, because there are 6 elephants in this set, by Marjorie and Designs, and it's School Time Elephants. And then after I do those 2 elephants, then we will do the scrapbook page. And I just want to thank everybody and have a really great day. Thanks. Bye.